Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to Omnificent Tarot. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, you're in for a treat. We're doing a general checkup reading. That's love, career, money, your home, your health, everything you need to know from source, from the higher power for you at this time. Let's get right into it. Alright, so let's see just in general what spirit message for you, what's going on in your life right now. A general message of what's going on for you right now. Knight of Pentacles. Alright, so I am seeing some long-term manifestations coming in, goals, rewards, results from something you've been putting effort into for a very long time. Diligently, something you've been working on almost daily, weekly at least. Page of Wands and the King of Swords. I feel like this is something that you started that was maybe something your friends or your family or people you have around you don't really do as a hobby or career, or kind of person you date or kind of relationship you have with a friend or romantic partner. I feel like you're ahead of the game in a sense when it comes to this particular thing that you're pursuing or have been pursuing for a while now. Maybe 3-4 years, 6-8, 10-12. I feel like it's a even number of years that you've been consistently pursuing this. There's a lot of numerology in that, like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 years, 14 years. Things that you work on in the physical tend to manifest on those number of years. And they tend to come around in circles of even numbers as well. Not always, but in this case, I am getting that this is something different. You're kind of the thought leader in this field or this hobby, this career, this kind of evolved relationship. No one else around you has this kind of, for example, love relationship or career, interest or hobby. And you know what this is because you've been kind of sharing to people around you, your friends, family, just random people about this particular thing you've been working on. You've been opening yourself up to this. So what is the result of this? The Empress. Okay. Wow. So in this deck, the Empress means joy and prosperity. So there you go. Right on the money there. I'm sorry that someone just decided to start lawn mowing at this time. But things couldn't be greener, ready to harvest. Really, I'm getting springtime energies. Things are just about to take off for you. They just started blooming. They just started yielding fruit. Kind of like you planted a tree and you knew that would take a very long time, years, to be able to give off as much fruit as you would have liked. This is a long-term investment. I mean, if you're spiritually minded, a light worker, a way shower, you tend to take on projects that may be long term and require a lot of investment and time and energy. But because of that, you get big payoffs. And this is Spirit saying there's a big payoff here. I want to see. There we go. Okay, community and soulmate. Yeah, so the abundance is coming in terms of a community, a network of people, a network of friends, like-minded thinkers, and also a soulmate, someone who is also of romantic interest to you, and that is probably part of this community. So you are getting a huge influx of people as abundance right now. I feel like you've been doing this kind of solo thing without many people that are interested in the same thing, the same kind of romantic relationships, the same kind of career path, the same kinds of hobbies or interests. And you're getting a huge influx of people as resources that you can bounce ideas off of. And there is money here. I feel like you're bringing some coin to the table, and there's people, investors. These people are here to invest not just ideas, possibly a new business model, business idea together. There's a lot of brainstorming going on here. There's a lot of coming together with ideas, getting resources and people as resources, not just their money. But I do see there's like some money coming together, but there's a lot of ideas going back and forth, very thought out ideas. Like, this is something you have done for a very long time. It might be more than one area of life. And so to be able to talk to people who are on your level, on many areas of life that you have a lot of experience in, more than most people around you, or maybe more unique experiences, or more difficult or challenging experiences in these areas that you can't relate to a lot of people about, and just very more inventive, creative ideas that most people around you just have no clue what you're talking about. So this is a very big deal. This has been coming up in the readings a lot. So you may have, if you've been watching these readings, already seen people start coming in, asking you for your ideas, sharing ideas with other people. And this is just like a glimpse. I feel like the true abundance, the abundance of resources and materials and people you need for bigger ideas that you have are coming in now. Can we get a time frame? Now. Are you kidding me? It says now. Wow. So the 14th. Oh, wow. I'm actually recording this on the 14th. And now, wow. Okay, I'm going to try to get this reading out today if I can. This is incredible. Okay. So this is going to be a little bit of a longer reading. Skip to whatever areas of life you want to look into, or I'll probably put the timestamps below. And now we're looking into love. So what is going on in terms of love? Okay. Death and the Page of Wands. 2 Page of Wands here. So I feel like there's a lot of death and rebirth. Like, you're letting things go, but then you're getting things coming in. So you might have just had like a review of people that you've dated, maybe married, had kids with, had a crush on, or, loved in the past. These things might have come up for review for you recently. And I feel like you're okay with the death. Like, this is like the Page of Wands here is like, yeah, letting things go, on to the next thing, looking forward. You might have reviewed these relationships or these past love connections multiple times. And this is kind of like a final let go for a lot of you. This might be one of those things that like, Three of Cups. Yeah. I feel like maybe a lot of you have this going on even though you didn't go through a breakup. Like, you know how usually after you go through a breakup, you sometimes, look at what happened in the relationship where you thought you could improve, or where you could, what you're actually looking for in another person, in a romantic love interest, what you felt like you did right, and then you might also think of other relationships in your past to kind of compare and contrast with. I feel like a lot of you didn't even really go through a breakup, but you're still having this kind of review session. It might be weird. Yeah, what's so interesting? I feel like a lot of you, let me check for sure, might also be getting, yeah. Okay, so you may also be getting people that are interested in you, or you may be interested in, but is not the one. So while you're reviewing the past, how when you're about to get into a relationship, or you just found someone that you might be, diving in deeper with, you sometimes tend to meet a lot of potential romantic interest around the same time. So I'm getting two things are happening. You're reviewing past relationships, and you're also getting potential love interests come through at the same time, yet you didn't go through a breakup, and you also aren't putting yourself out there to date. So it's kind of like these things are happening even though physical people might not be involved. That's so weird. Pull another card for them. Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you're in this kind of like waiting space. I feel like a lot of abundance is just about to pour out, and that's the kind of like the theme of the reading. So while you're in this kind of like holding space, about to be just blessed with, a soulmate, the one for a lot of you, you're going through all the things you would have gone through typically with a karmic situation, a person that you date short term and you just learn a lot of lessons from, an ex coming back and interrupting your healing process because you haven't healed from it yet. Like all these things, it's like you're observing it from like a higher perspective, and it's just like you're looking down these things are happening to your human. And it's just like, interesting, huh? Okay, outcome of this love situation. High Priest. Okay. High Priest in this deck is spiritual advice. I think I should pull an oracle card for that spiritual advice. Between Worlds. I knew it. Like when I saw the Seven of Pentacles, this is the exact card I thought of because I pulled this for someone recently in a reading. Yeah, it's kind of like you're all these like shadow times, dark night of the soul times, things are happening around you. I call it like a review session when you just went through like a breakup, or the ex came back, or like a cycle is coming back, for you to review your past relationships. And then also, like, I call it like a bachelor or bachelorette phase, where when you're about to meet someone that you're going to be in a relationship with, you kind of get this kind of like party vibe, or kind of like a, you know, a lot of interest in you romantically, or you kind of, you're not in the mood to engage with people more. So both of these kind of phases are happening because you're in between worlds. You're about to enter this like very abundant time. And so it's kind of like this time around, you're kind of viewing things from a higher perspective. Interesting. Yeah, I would really like to know if this is happening for you. I know I've heard it for a few people, but I also saw some people who aren't as far along in their spiritual journey going through these actual phases, breakups, and ready to date again when they haven't dated for a while. So I would love to hear about that. Next, we're looking at career. So what is going on for you in terms of career? The Devil. Okay, so for me, the Devil cards, I feel like you might be overworking yourself because it is a Capricorn card. So you might be focused a lot on career and your job, where are things going, being overwhelmed with the amount of things that you need to get done, feeling a little burned out, maybe going through the cycle of what's my next step, what do I actually want to do, what is working for me, what isn't, what should I let go of, should I stop doing this, should I move on to this, do I need a break, does this matter, will I change my mind later on anyway? So a lot of these questions are coming up. 10 of Wands. It's like you're releasing a lot of burdens, because I feel like you're overwhelmed, and like if you're on this level where you're about to receive so much abundance and rewards and resources because you've done a lot of the right things for years and cycles now, I feel like you let go of burdens, like, hey, I don't need to take on the weight of the whole world. I don't need to solve the whole world's problems. I don't need to do things the way other people do it in this career, in this line of work. I can do things my way. This doesn't have to be hard. I can make it easier on myself. Just a lot of things like that I feel like is happening. Someone asked me to like shuffle on camera, and I've been trying to get the camera right, but I'll be more aware. yeah, it's just really confusing because you don't really have all the information yet, or maybe the opportunity that you're looking for hasn't arrived yet. The specific job might not exist yet, or like it's not the moment where you're supposed to change careers, or I'm not getting anything about like don't do anything new or do something new or take action or let go what doesn't work. I'm not getting anything specific because it's like there's too much going on in terms of career with people. Like this is like a very transformative time for people's careers. A lot of people are questioning things and a lot of people want answers right away, and it's just like, you can't rush this. It's going to come when it comes, this idea or this opportunity, the resources you need, whatever. It's like, it's going to come when it comes. Like, you can't fast track it. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. Like, you have a lot of abundance coming in, but it'll come in when it comes in. Like, you can't stress about it. If you're stressing about it, you're not on this level. You're not on the level of, like, abundance is coming in. If you're on this level where abundance is coming in, you just know to relax. Don't be so hard on yourself. Let the ideas come. Let it come in its own time. Let it take its time. It's coming, and you're stressed. So if you're on this level where abundance is coming, you're not stressed about it. If you get overwhelmed, you know what to do at this point. Outcome of career. Page of Swords. Okay. In this deck, the Page of Swords is beware of trickery. Yeah, I saw the Seven of Swords and I kind of got that, like, things may be kind of tricky or may not be what you think it is. It might I can definitely see this energy in the collective right now with a lot of people where it's kind of confusing on what to do and what not to do. And then you're getting a lot of messages of like, listen to your heart, listen to your intuition, like seek advice, or don't listen to anyone else. Only you know what you can do. Don't tell anyone else about your ideas or what you want to do. It's like everyone's saying mixed things about career and ideas, and it's a very confusing time right now. And I can tell you the reason is because things haven't like completely settled in yet. How do I describe this? What needs to be settled first? So there's, siblings and divine love connection. Okay, so you are meant to cross paths with your brothers and sisters. You are meant to just work on your divine love connection, divine connection with God. This isn't a time to know exactly what you're supposed to do. Maybe not even the next few months, 6 months, few years. This is something that's going to be happening for this period of time. The next few months, 6 months, and 2-3 years. This is what's going to develop is your career, the one, because you're looking at the one, whether you're with them already, know who they are, or they're a new person. A lot of you who have been on the spiritual journey are going through some sort of deeper connection with the one, whether you know them or not, whether you're married to them or you're going to be deepening the connection, or there's going to be a new cycle in marriage or long-term relationship if you already are with the one. If not, you're probably going to meet the one, or if you've already met this person, they're going to come back and be with you. So this is kind of like a lot of long-term things coming through right now, because you've worked on yourself, you've come this far that you are reaching abundance. And this isn't like it's gonna happen in the next 5 years or something. No, this is happening now. So the thing about career is it's supposed to be a collaborative effort, even if the collaboration is just in the part of having people that love and support you and understand what you're talking about. And you know, this could be still a business that you start by yourself, or, you know, a career path that, you know, is unique, or something that other people find boring or don't like and you find absolutely interesting. Whatever it is, like, you're meant to find your brothers and sisters. You're meant to find your soul family, people who are going to be there for you, whether it's just in a supportive way, in a way where they can even understand what you're talking about. If you're in a very, like, you know, intellectual field, or something that requires a lot of knowledge and wisdom that a lot of people can't just pick up offhand, like, or you know, something spiritual, intuitive, or something that requires, like, you know, like a big company that requires a lot of knowledge about a variety of things. And or people that you are going to be working with, literally creating this new field, this new job, this new business, this new business model. I was kind of surprised when I said that right off in the beginning of the reading, like, business model, like, new business model. That's weird, because I don't know, there's a lot of those new business models out there, and, you know, it doesn't really work. You have to have the right people, otherwise some idealistic business model is not going to work, you know. Anyway, so yeah, and then working on your spirituality. So right now is just a time to kind of find your people, let your people find you, and then you're going to collaborate on the ideas, because right now you are so unclear. There are things tricking you in your environment, so be careful of that. Opportunities, potential jobs, it might be enticing because you might be able to move where you want to move, or it pays a lot more, or something like that. But this is a period of time where you're not supposed to know, and no one can tell you the answers, not even your own guidance. This is kind of like a standstill moment where you're allowed the time, like, Spirit is allowing you the time to meet your brothers and sisters, to just be in the divine love and just feel it, and just, you know, it's like life is put on hold for this situation to happen, for you to meet your soul family and the people you're going to be working with. It's kind of like a pause moment, but like a really cool one. Like, I feel like the age of Aquarius, kind of, I've been predicting this for a very long time now, like a period of time where you're not going to get this kind of period of time ever again in your life. It's kind of like going off to college and you're with a bunch of people that are your age, that are thinking like you and behaving like you, and you just, you know, party all the time and learning all the time and stuff like that. It's like that, but with your soul family. So it's kind of like really take in this time to just have fun, enjoy talking to these people, meeting these people, sharing ideas with these people. And, you know, the career thing will come. It'll be very obvious. It'll be very, very obvious that these people are meant to be in your life, and that you're meant to be doing something with them, if not with them, alongside them. So, yeah, you're in between worlds. Like, take a break. It's a party going on here. And, you know, like, you've been on the guest list, like God's guest list, for this party to meet your soul family for a very long time. It's a very exciting time. This is where things get a lot more fun. You get a lot more prosperity. Joy is the real energy here. Okay, so let's go move on to money, finances. What is going on with money? All right, so we got the Six of Cups, and it fell on the Six of Pentacles. You know, six is a number of harmony. I feel like it's like a real good energy of, yes, I'm getting this confidence back. I'm getting, you know, my life back, but like in a much better way than before. I feel like if you're in this group where I'm reading for, you've had a taste of that in your life. You know, you might have had a taste of a good career where you're really well off financially, or, you know, better than you are now. Or came from a good family with good money, had good friends, had, you know, your future planned out or something like that, had a good relationship or something. You've tasted, you had a taste of the good life, but it wasn't fully, like, you didn't get the whole meal, right? You just got a bite, and it's just like, wow, that was amazing. Maybe you got a few bites in different areas of your life, but like, you never got the whole dang meal, you know? And this is Spirit laying out a whole dang buffet table for you. So this is you being reintroduced to your true power, your true ability to manifest abundance like that. And this is just the introduction. So I feel like you're getting a taste, like you're getting a taste of people you've been getting a taste of what it's like to have people who actually understand you. In the past, maybe a few weeks or something. Yeah, just recently, in June, or whenever you're watching this, and you're just gonna start getting in a lot of money too, but it's just the beginning. It's just the entry level. Like, if you just got like lottery money tomorrow, there's like a good chance that you're gonna mess that up, you know? So it's kind of like an exponential, I feel, I'm seeing this like exponential growth in your finances, starting off with a taste. So I think it might be enough for you to buy, you know, really nice gold jewelry set, new car, move into a better place, help out that family member, get that surgery you always wanted, buy that new very expensive mattress, get that boat. Who wants a boat? Someone here wants a boat. That vacation that you were going to put off because you were working too much, now you can afford to quit and go on that vacation for 6 months. Yeah, someone's doing that. Someone's like retiring early or something, moving somewhere warm, or at least, you know, like extended vacation where it's like months somewhere warm. Okay, so you get the gist. So it's enough for like a taste of the good life, right? But I feel like this is so you can ease into it. I feel like a lot of people would be overwhelmed with this, even if you've been reading up on how to manage a lot of wealth, or how to make wise investments, or if you already do that, how to set it up for your kids, or setting your parents up now, helping friends out now. I feel, it's a really weird thing to have a lot of money, because that's a lot of energy that you hold. So, it's really taxing on a person to have that kind of energy. To have a lot of money, it's a lot of energy that you hold in your aura around you, and it can be very taxing if you're not spiritually healthy. You take on a lot of the collective's energy. You have to interact a lot with a lot of people and a lot of things, events, and experiences, because you have a lot of money. So it's not for everyone. Like, most people probably wouldn't enjoy having that much money because of the responsibility that comes with it. Energetically too, like, you think, oh yeah, if you have a lot of money, you want to spend it wisely, maybe invest and help people. But that's only one part of it, like the physical responsibilities. But there's like an energetic responsibility to having a lot of money. And not everyone can handle that. Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is, someone who's usually very warm and cheerful. And usually someone's that's very busy, or that looks very busy, has a lot of things going on. So this is you. Like, you get like a small influx of money, or, something, extra additional amount of money, and then you're slammed with a lot of work, then you're very busy. So it's like, the more money you have, the more busy you are, just because you have that much energy that you need to expend it, that you need to do a lot of things, whether you want to or not. Like, that's what is required of you when you have that much money, which is energy. So just, this is why, like, you're going to be very, very busy, even with like this slight increase of finances for you. So this is why you need to be prepared and, like, go into this like very serious minded, like, like, yeah, you're gonna have fun, like, this is a good time to like enjoy that little bit of money, but like you're also preparing and getting ready for what it's like to have a huge amount of abundance that is definitely coming in. So this is like a prep. Like, you get this from now. I'm getting from now till like the end of the year is more of like a setup. So you might get a job that you don't really like, or you're like, why am I in this job, or why did I change into this position, or why did I start pursuing this career, or why am I still in this career? Whatever your job situation is, it's going to be unclear, because you are meeting people that you need to meet. You're reconnecting with spirit and learning to just be in that loving energy of accepting all this abundance and knowing that you deserve it and that you are loved, and that how to like give love and be constantly in that state, or keep it up. So you're practicing that, and you're receiving a bit of wealth, a little bit of money to, enjoy meeting these people, not think about career so much and have fun, like, I mentioned this before, but a lot of people think of career as what you do for money, when your career should be your life's work, which is what you do in life, you know? If you didn't have to work for money, what kind of work would you do for yourself? Would you take care of your health a little bit more? Would you, get up earlier and maybe go for a hike and be excited to get up, and instead of having to slam off the alarm clock? Would you be more excited to cook for yourself, to cook for others, have more people over, go see more things, try new things, pursue a more complex hobby? You get busy, so not just in a negative way, like, you're gonna get a lot more energy in the form of money, which is going to make you busy, but warm and cheerful. So this is going to kind of like a rough draft where, you can spend it on things that you want, like vacations, furniture, good food, whatever you kind of wanted to do, but while also getting ready for taking on more abundance, more energy, but also what this kind of energy, good energy, divine energy, allows you to do and keep busy in terms of hobbies and passions and interests, traveling and taking on more personal connections with people. So it's very beautiful. Okay, finance, money. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, we get 7, 8, 10. Interesting. So I do feel like if a lot of you won't be getting a new job or starting a new money-making venture anytime soon, at least not with this talent, this interest, this relationship, or this thing you've been working on for a very long time. That thing that you've been working on for a long time, maybe you've been trying to go back to school and get your master's for something, or maybe you've been trying to really work on your skill level for a certain line of work, practicing different attributes you need for a dream job. Practicing different attributes. What the sharpening your skills and discovering attributes that you have, natural skills and abilities, talents that you might have not known before. Okay, that's so weird. I said that, so messed up. Because you can't, you can sharpen, that's so weird. Okay, so I just got that you have some natural skills, talents, and abilities that you are going to sharpen at this time. You're already good at it, and this may be more than one skill or natural ability attribute that you're going to level up in like 4 times, 10 times more. There's something happening here where this being in this divine connection, being in this energy, being in more energy is going to make you even more better. It's like you thought you were good before. Watch this energy come in. When you get this influx of money, and you'll know what it is. It's not going to be like a grand amount, but more than you have now. However much that is going to be different depending on who's watching this and how much money you have already. But yeah, it's like it's a good sum of money. Watch around that same time, you develop a natural skill and ability, like incredibly much. I'm having trouble speaking because I'm kind of like flabbergasted. Like I'm like shocked at what Spirit's telling me here. Yeah, like if you're psychic, you're gonna be like 10 times more psychic. If you're a skilled like archer, you're gonna be hitting all the bullseyes, like, while on the back of a horse, blindfolded. Like it's gonna be ridiculous how much more skilled you get in the things you've been working on and the things that you're just inherently good at. You're going to be even a better version of you. Like you've already achieved so much self-mastery, and like this, I feel like this is God saying, like, you did this through so much adversity. Like I'm going to make you one of the best in this. Or if you have like a lot of natural abilities, you're well-rounded, you're just going to be way better in all those skills, talents. Wow. That just blew me away. Okay. Do you have a time frame on this, Spirit? Money, minutes, an hour, hours. I'm telling you, this is happening. I just got chills. It's really hot today, and I just got chills. Wow. Okay. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to do tarot again. But either way, I knew how to do this reading. I was just so sick of seeing the future that I'm like, let me just stop doing tarot for a bit. Because it's been years since I've not gone without not knowing the future. But then Spirit kind of like filled me in on everything anyway. So it's like, okay, never mind. Okay, your home. Your home, your family, your friends, situation, your environment. What's going on with your environment? Okay, I feel like there's a risk being taken. Okay, so I did get, like, some of you might get an opportunity to like move like immediately, like you got a new job so you have to move right away, or something with family that you have to move right away. But like I feel like I've been trying to snap my fingers, like, and I can't do it this whole reading. That means something, but I'll figure that out at the end of the reading. Yeah, there's something about you taking a risk in terms of your home. Okay, that you can't see now. The Justice card. Yeah, I think this is like karma coming back to you. Let me see. Karma coming back to you in a good way. It'll be very, very clear. It'll be very, very clear to you, like, okay, I'm getting a couple of things. It'll be very clear to you why your career situation isn't like the best right now, or unclear right now, or stagnant right now, or yeah. So is this a good thing? We'll see in a second. Why is this very obvious that it's a good thing? Okay, I'm just gonna take this. Okay. pets, animals, and I just took the top card and the bottom card that fell out. I'm getting that you need to be around more animals and more nature. So I feel like this has to do with like the spiritual connection that you're going to be like very leveling up very much in like your divine connection with the source, as you are and with everything else in life too. So an eyelash. I'm going to make a wish. Okay, so I feel like animals is important, like to be around nature more. And I feel like, I don't know, maybe a lot of you might live in like cities, or you wish you lived around like a nicer environment, maybe something with water around it, or mountains, or nice view, or just where you can see more birds and animals or something like that. Or maybe where you're going to next, it just has like a very high vibration. Maybe it's more pure, the land and stuff like that. There wasn't that many murders on that area, or the land is like more sacred or something like that, or a good place to create something sacred. So the spirit's like moving you for that reason. Also, I'm getting that a lot of you might get a pet or animal, and you might want like a bigger home, so your pet has more space to run outside, or more space inside, something like that. Okay. And family, friends, event. I think this is connected to meeting your brothers and sisters, meeting your soul family. Like, I feel like you might meet some like-minded people and instantly connect. Yes, finally, I snapped my fingers. Finally know that this is your home. Like, these people are your home, and you want to be closer to them. You might move, like maybe even just a street down from where you are now, or maybe a whole city, or like miles, kilometers away, just to be with these people. I was like, why delay a good thing? Like, you want to be around these people. They want you to be around them. So it's just like a natural fit. I have a question. I want to know if this is like a group that already pre-exists, or it's like a group that forms around the same time that they meet you. Seven of Swords. These people also have no clue what's going on with their career. So I feel like a lot of people are going to come in contact with you. Or there might be a group that you find that is like not so worried about career right now. Maybe looking at more like volunteering and things like that. Like, maybe these are people that don't care about the work that they do, and they're working for a company that they don't like, or people that they don't like, and so they make what they do outside of work their main focus. Or these are just people who are just as lost as you, or confused, or stagnant, or whatever in their career as much as you, which is really common among light workers right now. I've been talking to a lot of people, and like this seems to be the general consensus. As everyone's just, what is going on? What the F is going on with my career? Yeah, a lot of doubt, some fear if you're early in your spiritual journey, but a very kind of like, I know it's coming if you're at this point where abundance is about to like come through. Yes, snapped again. Yeah, and it might be even an event. You might be going to travel to meet a friend for a wedding or family for whatever. And then you happen to meet these people and you're like, hey, I kind of like this area. Let me move here. Or it could be an event within a community that you've always wanted to check out or you just happen to see. So there's something here where it's like kind of divinely orchestrated for you to meet these beautiful people in your life. So that's the situation going on with home. That's the most relevant right now, is that you're about to find home within people and their hearts, and possibly a new location for your home. I've been getting that for a lot of people too. So that's interesting. And let's now move on to health. Is there anything that you need to know about mental, physical, emotional health that you should maybe be aware of at this time? And then we'll look at like the main thing going on for you spiritually. Is it love? Is it money? Is it career? Like, what's the main thing? And spirit's advice for, getting ahead of these energies. Okay, so is there anything in terms of health that you would like to know? Yeah, so I'm getting this getting out of depression energies, but I feel like it's not like depression. Like maybe it was just kind of like a dull, low pain, sustained depression. Maybe you lost your excitement for things. I know I was looking for inspiration recently, and I hit up a few spiritual people. I'm just like, hey, is there something that you do to get inspired that I haven't already done? Because I've done it all. And usually people do the same things, go to the beach or go for a hike or go visit a new place, watch a really funny TV show or your favorite movie, or make your favorite meal, or order a buffet for yourself. Watch creative things, get into creative hobbies that you forgot about. Go see other people's art. Talk to people. So it's kind of being feeling like life is lackluster, and wanting to get back to that point where you're just so enthusiastic about the projects that you're working on, the people that you have in your life, and that kind of excitement of new things, new people, new career, new stuff, which is often inspiring, which is what is happening right now. You're being set up. A lot of you are going to be being set up with a new home or a new pet or new friends or new love, because you are to get inspired by these people and these events and experiences. And then is when, I believe it's around the beginning of next year when this gets starts to get off, the ideas that you have start to come off the ground, in terms of your collaborative work with other people. For some of you, it's going to be work or volunteer work outside of the job you already have. For a lot of you, it's going to be, starting your own businesses or doing some creative project with these beautiful new people that you meet. Some of these people you might know, but I think most of these people, for most of you, you've never met before. Oh my God, I just got the weirdest ping. But you've been feeling them. I don't know if you've heard this before, but usually your soul family and you usually live around the world at different points of the earth for a specific reason. to raise energies with your specific codes in those areas and spread your specific codes that your soul family has with each other, with other light workers, in a certain timeline, in a certain timely manner for different people for specific reasons. So it's like, I'm not gonna get into all that, but like, what was I saying? 1 second. Yeah, so you probably would have picked up on things that your soul family went through if it was very, very strong, so good and bad. Like if they had a really traumatic experience, or if they had a very, very loving experience, like when they first fell in love, or if something really, really bad happened to them, like your soul family would feel it. So it's kind of funny because like I feel like coming together with a lot of these people, you're gonna like feel like you already know them in a sense, and you're gonna realize that like you might have felt some of the things that they were going through, like the major things that like have a lot of emotional impact behind them throughout your life, but mostly during your, like after you awakened and your spiritual journey. So that's interesting. But there's like this kind of healing effect going on because you're meeting your soul family and friends, where you're all uplifting each other, supporting each other, excited to see each other. It's kind of like this overwhelm of like, depression what, like when, like really getting out of that energy. It's there's a sense of you will never go backwards again emotionally, right? I mean, you'll still have like sad times and depressing times and things like that ahead in your life, but like there's a sense of like there's never going to be that sense of like complete physical loneliness, or feeling like you're an alien, a black sheep, don't belong. I guess this is a big thing for light workers because a lot of light workers have gone through that when they were younger. But I'm not saying it in like a cheesy way. I'm saying it in like a, yeah, I mean, this is, you're meeting your family, you're going home. Like, you're not going to forget that you have your place here, you know? It's unlike, I guess, for a lot of you who don't have that, or didn't have that before. It just kind of felt like an in and out. Like you have people, but yeah, you don't really connect with them, and you feel lonely even though you're around people or you're in a relationship or something like that. It's going to be like a very, very different feeling. Even if you had friends and relationships that you connected with on a soul level, this is like, I mean, this is like a shit ton of people. Like this is a huge influx of soul level connections coming into your life. Okay, 4 of Swords in reverse. So we got the 9 and the 4 of Swords. I feel like there's like this kind of depression and loneliness is not something you're going to go back to ever again. From this point on, I feel like there's also a point of like no more doubt either. So I feel like there's a lot of doubt that things would like this would ever happen. Like, oh, will I meet my soul family? Oh, will I be able to live around a community that I really like, have friends that I connect with on multiple levels, and not just like one or few, like a lot of friends that are like that. A home that I can connect with, the location, the energy, and the neighbors. This is all very like idealistic I'm talking, like, if someone that wasn't spiritual heard me, they'd be like, you're delusional, right? There must be something going on in you, like something going on in your life to like have to fantasize about like a perfect living situation. It's like, no. If you don't believe, if you're not on the spiritual journey, like, you don't know how good life can get, it's kind of like always wanting this like fantastical goal, dream, person, career, whatever. I think a lot of people forget that it's achievable. Yeah, we only see success stories, and not see the failures. But how do you think those people got successful? It's because they failed so many times. And what have light workers done? Failed a lot of times, healed a lot of things. Like, not everyone like sits down and goes through this kind of healing with their life. But like beyond that, like I feel like if you're not spiritual and you do a lot of like childhood trauma healing and stuff, that's only like one part. Then you have to do, like, whether you believe it or not, your other lifetimes. If you don't believe in that, then like ancestral karma, bloodline karma, the karma of your people, or people who've died on the land that you live on currently or attached to. Like, it just, there's healing to do beyond your own. And that's what a lot of people who are don't believe in spirituality or of some higher power, or atheists, can't understand. Like, you don't just do healing from your own life. Like, that's great. You're doing healing for almost everyone. When you have to heal, you have to see the other person's perspective, right? And if you're a spiritual person, you start seeing these like hot button political issues and seeing both sides, like, to understand both sides, like, you're doing healing for the collective. So to not just believe it, but then now finally seeing these manifestations, especially with, the money, the sharpening of the natural abilities, meeting people, like, your doubt just erases. Like, there's no way you can doubt your manifestation abilities, God, the higher power, and God's love for you. So it's these are, life-changing times for humanity, where people start believing again. And some people, like, even if they've done a lot of healing, are kind of stuck with below that glass ceiling, and it's just like, look at these freaks, spiritual people who believe in all this magical stuff. And it's like, well, it's too bad that you haven't fully self-actualized, because oh, another eyelash. Then you can only reap the rewards of the amount of work you've done, and like, some of these people can't even see that kind of healing, that kind of reality, that kind of world. So it's like, they might not even be able to see. Like, that's why I think people are moving, and we're being like, we're quitting our jobs or leaving work, or not really focusing on the people, co-workers and stuff at work, because we're like in between worlds, and like, we're gonna slowly disappear from their world for a little bit because they can't see it. They can't see this abundance. They can't see this world because they don't even think it exists. They don't even think this can happen. They don't even know, they don't feel like this is, like, humans are capable of this kind of beautiful power. And so that's what's going on there. The 9 of Wands, 2 9s. This is, I'm getting, this is, thought into physical. So this is like the manifestation process. This is just the start. This is a setup. So for the rest of this year, we're going to see things being set up. And then when is this like fully transforming? Okay, a month and a half. So I feel like a lot of people are going to disappear within a month and a half. Move, hang out with new people instead of old people, new fam instead of old fam, or something like that. Not that they won't be around, your old friends and your old your blood family and whatnot, and coworkers that you like and stuff, but there's definitely a transition happening here. And as I mentioned before, this is the reason why between worlds. So when are we going to be fully over into the new divine timing surprise? You see how it landed on my hand that way? Of course, divine timing surprise. Yeah, but I mean, everything kind of starts now, minutes, hours, until like a month and a half. I feel like from now until a month and a half, like, you see things moving along very quickly. When we're fully in is, I guess, we're not supposed to know. Exactly. All right, spirits, how is your spiritual health doing? What's something that you should maybe focus on right now? Okay, so much stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna take the things that came up face up. This one here. Okay. Side project, romantic interest, love of a lifetime. Okay. Wow. So love is coming in very strongly right now. Some of you might have 2 romantic interests, like someone who's just a romantic interest, and then someone who's like actually like, the one. For someone, this is like someone you're just kind of interested in, but then it turns into someone who's like your love of a lifetime, that you gradually like move towards that. But I feel like, a lot of you are not being told to focus on your like work that you do for money and focus more on your side projects. Do what you need to do to take care of your responsibilities, but maybe not do that extra task at work that doesn't matter if you do it or don't. Maybe distance yourself from coworkers who are not like-minded a little bit, to allow in new coworkers to come in, new like-minded people. But I do feel like love is definitely at the forefront right now, and a lot of side projects, creative projects, is really, really good to look at right now. See Spirit's advice. Wow, Treasure Island. I love that this is like came out in reverse, like the 10 of Pentacles. For me, what good cards come out in reverse, if for me it's like it's happening right now. It's happening in this instance. Can we get a confirmation? The Devil and the Judgment card. Wow, these are very strong cards. Oh my. Interestingly enough, I'm getting this kind of feeling of with the Devil card, I'm getting like a lot of fun while you figure things out. So when this kind of big transition comes into your life, this seems like life-changing for many people, and like when that many people in the collective, especially some people who hold as much energy and power as light workers do, when this kind of energy, radical changes come into our lives, it's going to take some time to adjust and like look at the world we're leaving, look at the world we're entering kind of feeling. And yeah, I feel like it's but like this kind of just reminds me of a little partying, going to the beach, spending a little money, having a little fun, deserving of it. This is your vacation, light workers. Long time coming. I feel like it's during the summer solstice, when things kind of kick off in a big way, but you probably already have started feeling it the past like month or so. Wow. And during this time, there's like so much going on. Like, you have to adjust to feeling like you love and like deserve this kind of love and abundance, figuring out how to handle this kind of added energy to you. You're growing in your energy and power. So it's like how to handle that in an easygoing way where it's comfortable. You're walking into a different world. There's a lot of things that need to be figured out, and a lot of it's going to be like, you're going to see what's leaving and you're going to see what's coming in. It takes a little bit of adjustments and review. Let's see. Where is the deck? Four Cups. Four Cups, hitting the double card. Here we go. Four Cups in this deck is being emotionally withdrawn. And the devil, is obsession and illusion, and the Judgment is time of positive change. So it's time of positive change, and you're possibly going to be very obsessed. I mean, this kind of happens when things start getting good, like just a little bit good for spiritual people. You kind of like take it and run with it, and you're very imaginative. I mean, like that's what we're kind of diagnosed with sometimes by very scientific people that don't understand a higher power or refuse to. They just believe that we have like really active imaginations and we're really creative, and we're doing this to kind of as a form of escapism from our reality. So when we have something that comes through and manifests, even if it's just like a little bit, we get like our hopes up, and like sometimes we like try to be cautiously optimistic, like, oh, this isn't gonna be like, not like last time where I thought things were gonna finally turn around, but then everything crashed and burned again. I'm like, no, I'm telling you, like, this is like actually coming through. Like, check back in a month and a half and let me know. Like, like, do you fully believe it, or are you questioning it and doubting it? Because I'm getting that you don't. Because this is like the full transition over. And the confirmation for me is that like you're adding more energy to your like energetic self, and to hold that much more energy, it's like there's a lot of energy coming on to the planet right now. I don't know, it was like a week ago, it was just crazy amount of energy coming in. They're ready to add on this amount of energy to people that are ready. So it's happening. And the Four of Cups is to be emotionally withdrawn. So I feel like that you might take time to just kind of digest things, and maybe not expend your energy to the things that are not new in your life, or the things that you know are not going to be in your new chapter. The Hanged Man, like people who are like not worth your time, places, things, jobs that are not worth your time. You're not investing energy into it anymore. You're just like, whatever, I'll do the bare minimum, do what I need to do, but besides that, I'm taking my energy back. I'm investing it fully in, going all in this new new chapter, new life, new world. Okay, and then the Hanged Man. Yeah, there's a sense of like, the Hanged Man's like suspension of movement. There's a sense of like, you're just letting yourself be during this time of transition, and where when the divine puts things in its place. All right, so I really hope that you enjoy this reading. I would love to know what you think, and